Jim, crypto news analysis here. It is August 12th. What is going on in the markets today? In this video, I want to talk about why this alt season in 2025 is going to be drastically different from 2021. That's going to be the main thesis of this video here. But currently, if we look at the others chart, so it is currently in this mean reverting shitty form. If we zoom out onto the higher time frame, currently it is chopping higher, and I am expecting it to pretty much chop a bit here, and then it's probably going to go higher if I were to give my estimate. So maybe something like this and then like that. That's my own opinion on this. But so far, the others chart, this doesn't include Ethereum. If we have an alt season, this should be quite trending, but we're actually in this mean reverting booty cheek sort of zone, and it's not really as strong as Ethereum here, because if you look at Ethereum's chart, and by the way, I did paint this chart. I'm a fucking G, I know, but the chart of Ethereum doesn't exactly look like the others chart, and we're probably thinking, okay, what the fuck does that mean? Because if we look at Bitcoin dominance is clearly breaking down here. It will continue to break down in the next coming days. Ethereum's going to go much higher, probably to 5,000, honestly. And a lot of this move here has been pretty much Ethereum led. If you look at shit like Solana and Dogecoin, Hyperliquid, XRP, Sui, these are pretty much lower than before. Like Solana used to be 260, while Ethereum is pretty much at damn near all-time highs. So what the fuck is going on here? If we also look at the altcoins in the deck screener, a lot of these meme coins, for example, where we had like PopCat, for example, this is a pretty big meme coin. This shit is down here at the fucking lows. What the fuck is going on? Does nobody want these altcoins? And my thesis is that yes, I think this alt season is going to play out like other people are suggesting here, and it's quite evident with chart wise. But if we look at the others chart back then, where we had this explosive rally in 2021, pretty much everything in their fucking mom pumped up. You don't even have to pick any coins, you just buy whichever one. But nowadays, Ethereum is the only thing that is pumping, while everything else is just shitting the fucking bed. And if we look at Bitcoin dominance, right, 2021, we had this huge fucking dagger when it went down like that, but now it's just in this weird rotation market, and instead of just being an alt season, it's more of an ETH season, and I think it will continue to be like that. And if we're going to have an alt season for Solana and the other tokens, so Solana right now is doing extremely well. It's honestly catching up a little bit. If you look at the Solana ETH ratio, Solana ETH is currently coming back a little bit, I guess, but I don't know, not really in terms of the Solana ETH. Bands are still red, but while Ethereum is pretty much still outperforming, but today we have a little bit of outperformance with Solana. But if you look at Solana compared to Ethereum, which one is performing better? It is quite literally Ethereum. But I don't know, maybe it'll catch up. The thing is that narratively, we don't really have a super narrative to push this up back to its previous prices at 300, because Solana peaked here with the Trump narrative, but we don't really have something better than that. Ethereum has been shit on the whole fucking year, and now it's finally going up because TradFi is bidding it like fucking crazy now. So I think right now it's more of an ETH season, not really an alt season, and that's a very important distinction to make. If we do get an alt season, so I will say that for Ethereum's price action, best case scenario, 10,000 per Ethereum is not unrealistic at all. 9,000 to 10,000, that's what the TA says here in terms of the diagonal resistance. But of course, the short-term resistance is around 6K. If we're able to break 6K, then ETH will go higher to like 9K, 10K-ish. That's my own opinion on it. And that's probably the utmost top if we get a full-blown ETH rally, which I think so far we will, because volume-wise, it's still extremely low compared to this. I think ETH goes way fucking higher on the higher time frames, around 9 to 10,000. But if we are actually going to get a alt season, we're going to have to see Ethereum at way higher prices, and then shit like Solana, Dogecoin, Hyperliquid. I mean, these tokens are doing fine, but like shit like Dogecoin, for example, the other altcoins even in here, for these to get super fucking bids, and we're seeing 10x's left and right, Ethereum literally has to be all the way up here. So I wouldn't say that right now is the time to bid altcoins in particular. Like, you can build positions in them, like DCA them, like little small positions, if you get a really nice dip. So personally, what I'm eyeing is KeyCat. So KeyCat on base, they're getting like a YouTube narrative, and they're finally breaking out of its little trend here. I think KeyCat can do extremely fucking insane moves here, and this one's probably one of the best altcoins in terms of the whole market. Dog and Me is also pretty solid as well. So some of the base memes are pretty strong, but KeyCat I think is the best one. In terms of AI coins, it is undoubtedly Kita. Kita's chart is extremely strong. It is pretty much a direct competitor with ETH. And yeah, that's my own thesis on which are the best two tokens right now. Personally, you can buy them here and there bit by bit, but if we do get a little short-term pullback on Ethereum, which I think it's somewhat possible. I don't know if we'll get it, but Yeah, it's about to retest the 1 hour bands because we've had this crazy fast trend. So we will dip around 44.87. That'll be a pretty good time to get a long in, or even better around 40.50. But if we do get that, then shit like KeyCat and the Kita token will get dips for people to buy. So I won't rush in to buy them just yet because I think a small correction is coming, but it could just not. And then it just keeps going fucking higher because Ethereum doesn't give a shit. So that's also another thing to consider because on the daily momentum wise, it's just going much, much higher. So we could not even get that dip, and maybe right now is a good time to buy. Either way, these tokens go much, much higher. But if we're wanting an alt season, like everyone's expecting like everything in their mom pumps, Ethereum has to be way, way higher. But at that point, if you've just been waiting in the altcoins the whole time while they're just getting outperformed by Ethereum, you're going to be very, very sad. So I think Ethereum is just going to go much, much higher. Ethereum to 10,000 is not unrealistic at all. So that's my current thoughts on the alt season. And liquidation heat map wise, we also have to consider that there's a lot of liquidations built around here at 40,000. I don't think they will touch that because price action wise, it is trending above its consolidation. So it was consolidating here for a little bit, for a few days, from 4,100 to around 4,300, and now it is clearly breaking out of it. It's not going to stop breaking out until around 6K when we hit a resistance or even all-time high. But looking fucking beautiful. There's nothing up here for liquidation, so a lot of this is most likely going to be speculative rally instead of short squeezes. But yeah, people are probably going to short this at 4,800 and be like, oh my god, short it. And honestly, Ethereum with its momentum, it could just blast through it and just hit straight up 5,800. So Ethereum's rally here, extremely, extremely strong. There's no sign of it losing steam here. It will keep going higher until it does not want to. So I wanted to talk about some tweets here that I also want to add to my own narrative. Call it is what it is. An ETH bull market. Two companies saw an opportunity to run the sailor playbook on the second largest crypto asset and are hard carrying it. BTC seen prices a month ago and most ultimately retesting prior months or 2025 lows. I don't see an overall bull here. Yeah, this is basically what I'm saying as well. We're seeing an ETH season, not an alt season, and it's quite evident in the fucking price. Solana here is still in this mid-range. It's not at all-time highs at all, while Ethereum is going way, way higher. If this was an alt season, there would be enough liquidity to go to this, but Ethereum has such a great narrative of TradFi and hedge funds are literally aping this shit left and right that this is just going much, much higher. We know most of the liquidity is in TradFi, not the retail liquidity. Retail doesn't even fucking know about this. Like IRL, nobody's asking me about Ethereum. Like, hey man, should I buy Ethereum? Like, where the fuck were you when we're like down all the way in here and shit, and now it's like all the way up here? Like, hello. But that time will come. I think it will come when it's finally price discovering, and people will be like, oh my god, I gotta buy Ethereum. It's the next world computer and all that shit. And then you can sell it here at like 9K, and then you'll be very, very fucking happy from here. By the way, that's a 2x from here. If it does hit 9K at peak speculation, I think it will hit 9K in my own opinion. There's decent probability just based off the volume analysis here, where it is literally still how much of a percent? 5% of the volume here at peak mania. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. So I think it's fair to say this market's been nasty to trade, even just looking at majors rotations. ETH sold everyone the convoluted tech restaking plus ETF narrative, while people locking their ETH away for months proceeded to bleed for several months against Solana, while the casino narrative dominated. Even staunch ETH supporters jump ship to Solana and others, bleed 50% multiple times in the same cycle, suddenly rally around a completely new narrative, go max Ponzi mode to Sailor V2, Turbo Sun, while everyone is gambling their soul away in the trenches and most people are sidelined. Many battles, tears, fortunes made in loss, and shattered convictions paid into soul ETH chart. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. So this is a distributive pattern, head and shoulders, but he makes a very good point. This market has been fucking brutal for the retail person, and 2021, the people had experience of it, they can just buy anything and everything goes up. But now you have shit like Solana, people rotating their ETH to Solana, and Ethereum pretty much underperforming the whole bull market. And then now Ethereum is performing all like this when people are still gambling away in the Solana trenches, losing their money every fucking day. Like, it's been a quite challenging bull market, and it's not going to get any easier at all because of alpha decay, where most people, they're going to develop their strategies to be profitable as possible. But of course, the best strategy for most people is just buy, hold, and spot. You will outperform like 99% of people just holding spot majority of your money, and you play with like 10% of your money into altcoins if you want to try to time the market, or you cannot just 100% spot. But that is my current worldview on this. So very, very important distinction. Justin, Solana-based meme coin Swift promoted by some of the top influencers, has dumped nearly 90% fund from 31 million to 3.48 million. Yeah, so some of the altcoin people, they are shilling this fucking sheep with hat token and send it all the way up banana curve and dump the shit out of it. And I just want to say, be very careful with these tokens. Like sheep with hat, seriously, this is what I fucking hate about crypto, is that all of these dickheads who just want to pump these meme coins and then dump under followers. I just find it so extractive, and you're not. It's a net negative, because these guys don't really even do much with the money, like in terms of value accrual to the entire world. So it's just like, this is pollutive, if anything. This is fucking horrible. And people are saying, oh yeah, the trenches are going to be back, baby. The Solana memes, like maybe some of these, like I think in terms of Solana memes will do well is shit like Mini. This token is curling up. I don't know what's the narrative, but chart wise, it looks fucking beautiful. Lock-in, this token is also really good. And I mean, in terms of narrative, everyone under mom says this, but lock-in can do much higher. I don't know if it's going to go to 400 million like people are saying. Maybe a price target of around 50 million is a good time to take profit if you want to play this. But there is possibility here for these tokens to go higher. And this pump token, damn dude, this shit is going fucking nuts. Yeah, this trade, by the way, I was about to take it, but then I got fucking stopped out here. And then it went all the way fucking higher. Dude, this is what I fucking hate about these trades. It's so annoyed. It's so fucking annoyed, man. Like, it's the fuck you pattern, and then this goes higher, and like, I don't know, man. It just was like, when you see trades like this, just, I don't know, it's just annoying. This is what sucks about being a trader, is that you have all this bullshit happen to you sometimes, but you kind of just have to go on with it. So our 99% all stay in a bear market. They go down when BTC and ETH go up. So when BTC and ETH go down, they'll go even downer, and they'll try to find bid to save them. Lower highs all over the place, nowhere near all-time highs. Yep, quite evident in some of these tokens. So I think Dogecoin will be fine later, but shit like Solana, it is still breaking out on the downside here technically. I think it will go higher now, but if you look at other meme coins, just as I said, looks fucking horrible. Like PopCap, for example. Is this the meme coin? I don't fucking know, man. Mog token, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. They told me also run an ETH break 4K. The fuck is this shit? Yeah, just another thing. So that's what I want to say in this video. I think currently Ethereum will go higher into the future, into the near future. But if we're going to get a full-blown alt season where other tokens are going to go much higher, like the other tokens, Solana, Doge, XRP, Link, I mean, these tokens look fine right now, but Ethereum is a clear outperformer here. Ethereum will have to break above all-time highs, honestly, get into price discovery. And then there's going to be people, there might be a wealth effect where people are going to rotate their money into other altcoins for higher beta, because that's what happens at peak mania stages and bull runs. But right now isn't the time to put like full pour into altcoins. Right now is the time just to ride the ETH wave and enjoy that free fucking money, honestly. Like, is there a chance that this pulls back? Higher time frame? No. In like a low time frame, I mean, like, is this going to do this right now? No. It's just going to keep going higher, and then, like, obviously, what I say 9,000 is the price target here for Ethereum. Then, yeah, we can expect a pretty drastic pullback there. We could see that, and then something like that. Yes, this can be possible. Is right now the time it takes a pullback? No, it still is driven extremely by momentum, and it's still under the radar by retail. So keep this in mind. But that's what I want to say in this video, and I will see you guys. Check the links below.